Alright, bye car. Alright, dropping off the old gas guzzler. Picking up the new truck stick. Mars made me a shirt. Alright, here we go. New car time. Alright, and then here's a look inside the service center. That's my car there in the front. They already had it lined up for us, which was great. I think that's part of having an appointment time to pick up your vehicle. They have a chance to, of course, clean it. You can see the wheels are nice and shiny. They probably just put that on, which I don't mind, right? Presentation. It's nice just to have it all ready for us. And the little placard on the front had our name on it. And just like when you rent a car or something, right? Like you want to look around. So we're giving it a good look over, making sure there's no scratches or nicks, or make sure everything functions. And what I'm filming actually is just to kind of show you guys. We've actually already gone through it in pretty good detail at this point. but anyways, I thought it was real nice. I like the process, which I'll go over that a little more later. And then, of course, inside. And this is us after they instructed us to... I already had a Tesla profile, but they instructed us to open the app and link the driver profile and the seat position and a few things, as well as just get acclimated with the screen and what's on it and what you may need to drive. Right away. And then, of course, there's tons of things to, customize and change to your liking. And so right now we're playing with the air. You can see you can actually turn off one side completely. You can split how the air waves go and move it up and down. It's all pretty sweet. There's no more little physical grid. And then so that's looking at the cameras. But I thought it was really good. Again, a little bit about the process. She did answer some questions for us. I honestly didn't know what to ask, so I even asked her. I says, "Well, what do other people ask? What are some of the common things?" And so she said, "Well, FSD is one of them, and how to engage it, how to turn it off, and a little bit about that." Which was nice to hear. But yeah, I did feel like anything that we needed, they were there for us. So I thought the process was really good. Highly recommend it. This is my first time basically buying a car online. After we left the dealership, we went to get some dinner. This was what was in that little envelope underneath the screen. It was all taped up. It's my driver's card, my key card, basically. So instead of a traditional key, they have this. And then this was us testing out the FSD.
Whoa, robot car.
I'm not pressing the gas either. Like my feet are over here.
Whoa. It's driving the car without driving the car. This is crazy. I'm not comfortable. Wow, it's getting on the freeway, guys, and he's not driving.
That's cool.
This is crazy. And the car already sees all the other cars next to it, so it knows when to change lanes. Oh my god.
That's neat. And we're up to speed just like that. We're doing 70. That was us basically picking up the car and getting in it and getting going. So I ended up driving manually to the restaurant, which was only a couple miles away. And then we used FSD to leave the parking lot, and it drove us through surface streets just fine. And then, as you saw right there, got us onto the highway and quickly got us up to speed, and we were cruising. We left it on the entire way home. I've now used FSD for a good percentage of the time, probably 70-80% of the time that I've had it, which has only been a few days, but it's been great. It's been terrific. No errors, no mishaps, no times where I've had to jump in or do anything, and it's been terrific. So I'll do a more extensive video on that, I think, a little bit later, just show you guys a little more. But wanted to note on it now. What I'd like to do is talk a little bit about the buying experience. So, this is a 2026 Tesla Model Y Juniper, but the standard edition. So this is the newest one they came out with. Is the lowest costing one. The sticker price is at 39,000. But the reason I went with that and got the lower one is because I did purchase the FSD, and just like all Tesla models right now, at least as of recording this, excuse me, um, it is an additional 8,000 for the FSD. So I could have gotten the higher Model Y. Yeah, basically, it would have had the exposed glass roof and a few other just physical things, different front tub in the front, a few things like that. But honestly, I didn't think of it as like a big deal. Um, and so to me, the FSD was more important. And so far, I agree. I like having the FSD and knowing that it's mine, knowing that as long as I own this car, I'll have the FSD. So that's why I went with the model, but I'm really happy with it. Again, the differences is not in technology. This car has all the same tech as the other Model Ys. The differences come in little subtle differences, like in the doors, the little pocket there. The higher models have carpeting. Mine's just a hard plastic. Again, the front is different. Mine's slightly smaller, doesn't have the same plastic lining. It's a little thinner, more stuff's exposed. The other models are a little more enclosed. And then the roof is another big one. There's a bunch of other little details. You can go on other YouTube and see the differences. They compare them head on. But again, the technology is the same. The safety rating is great. Tesla in general has really safe ratings for their cars, so happy about that. And again, it's brand new. I got it with 14 miles on it, so that's pretty awesome. Never owned a brand new car before, and certainly never had a car with that few miles, so it's been pretty awesome. Um, I've charged it a couple of times now using Tesla superchargers, and just ironically, they both happen to be at Targets each time, but that's just how it panned out. But it's been great. And actually, yeah, I plugged it in and hopped in Target, grabbed a few things I needed, and by the time it came out, it was charged. So, or it was up to 80%. Um, so a little bit on that. That's one of the questions I asked because I had heard that, and I wanted to kind of hear it from them. And yeah, the folks at Tesla said, yeah, you kind of want to keep it between 20 and 80%. If you're going on like a really long road trip and you're going to be constantly doing it, and you need the miles, to go ahead and charge it to 100. But otherwise, 20 and 80 will give you the longevity if you plan on having the car a long time, which I do. So I thought that was interesting. Um, let's see. Played with the Sentry mode. That's when you're not around the vehicle, when it's off and parked, and you're in the house, so you're doing whatever you're doing. The cameras are all still on. So if someone did ding your door or key it or something stupid, you could have video footage of it. So I think that's a really great thing, especially these days where there's a lot of misconceptions about stuff and people have loony ideas about things, and they have no respect for personal property, and they want to key your car or something like that, cause damage to it, because it's a Tesla. So it's unfortunate, but it is a thing. But I like that it's there. The cameras are pretty good. They cover a lot of different angles, so appreciate that that's there. It does take some additional battery power, so I'm trying to get a rhythm here. Again, we haven't had the car that long. In fact, less than a week to when to charge and whatnot. So kind of getting the hang of that. Oh, there's a nice little kind of like travel case. It's actually Velcro. That's nice. So it's gonna stay back here real good. Zippers over here, and there it is. So this is an adapter, if need be, for using the like a 220 out of the wall outlet. This would be like what your dryer uses. Otherwise, this is the standard Tesla charger. So this will plug right into my car without any additional adapters. And then this is the one for a regular outlets. Let's see there. So I'll be using this one, of course, and it just plugs into the top here. It's This kind of dangles off the wall, and then this goes into the car. But it's great to have. I'll keep all of it together just in case, and you know, you never know. Go travel somewhere, may run into a situation where we need the other one, and I just thought it was good to have, so I will keep this in the car. So you know, I've literally had the car 2 full days. We picked it up kind of late on Wednesday. Today's Friday afternoon, so haven't had it that long, but I will say using the FSD has been really great. I've probably driven over 100 miles now already with it. So, and that's, you know, basically me not driving, just sitting here in the driver's seat, letting it do its thing, which is really, really cool. It's made really good decisions. Sometimes it's too by the book, I guess, and I can see people criticizing that, and maybe fair, maybe not. It just depends on your flavor. I'll definitely give you guys a little demo of the FSD. Probably one of these times where Mars can ride with me and film for me. Even though my hands are free, it's probably safer that way. So, and she can get you a better shot from over there. So, all right. So I'm gonna open the charge point just to show it to you guys, and we'll step out. So it's hidden in the back here on the tail light. And I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of a whitish, bluish color. When you charge or when it's doing different things, it changes different colors to indicate different things. And then we can close this via the controls up front, which we'll do in a minute. Here in the back, the button for this is underneath. You just press it once, it opens. So I was showing you, I think I showed you the charger already in this video. It does have some storage down here, which is where I put the charger. And little cubbies on the side, and they also sell little, you know, aftermarket little like buckets and things to put in here, and you know, all kinds of stuff. There's a cover that sits here. There's even a mattress where the seats can fold down, and then it fills up this whole back area, which is pretty cool. Otherwise, not much to it, but I like these big hydraulic things on the back door. They're pretty sturdy. Seems pretty solid. And then you just push the little button to close it. To be honest, that's kind of it. On this Model Y, they don't have a screen in the back seat, so there's no rear display. There's an AC vent and 2 USB-Cs, and I guess that's it. So it is kind of bare back here, but oh, and no most people call them handles. None of those. Got rid of those. Yeah, no pockets in the seats too, but again, there's aftermarket stuff you can buy if you need that. You know, with it just being me and Mars most of the time, we don't really have a need for that stuff. Oh, and look, so since I left the port open so long, I guess it closed on its own. And these are the wheel covers that came with it. I didn't pay extra for the other ones. These are basically hubcaps, they just pop off. But that's really about it. So I'm gonna kind of leave it at that. Close this up, and that's the car. Oh yeah, and it honks. I set it up automatically to lock when I walk away from it, so it knows where my phone is basically, and it uses that as a proxy. When I step away, it locks. And so, and that's how it starts and everything too, is through my phone. There are little key cards that come with it, kind of like a hotel room key. I have one on me just as a spare, but otherwise my phone is my key. So I don't have to carry keys anymore, which is kind of nice. All right, and so that was a look at the car basically after we got it home. And now back to a little of the ordering process. I went on, I selected the model I wanted. You have options to change the wheels. So I just got the regular ones that come with it. It kind of has this hubcap thing on the outside. You have the option to add a tow hitch for $1,000. I didn't want to. I'm not gonna be towing anything in this. You can still add it aftermarket, by the way, but it's $1,300 if you do it later. As far as the color goes, I like the stealth gray, but for an additional $1,000, you could have got white, or for an additional $1,500, you could have got black. I forget what they call it. Something about stars, but it's got like sparkles in it, which I did not like that one. So I was more than happy with the one I chose. And then again, you could upgrade to the FSD, which I did. Trying to think, I think that was mainly the upgrades that you could choose on this one. And then I literally just um, forget add to cart or booked it or whatever the button said. You put down a 200, I think, or $250 deposit. Um, and as soon as I did that, basically it added it on my account, and then it was 9 steps. So the first couple of steps were some papers to fill out digitally, adding the VIN number of the car I was trading in. Oh yeah, that was part of the process. So uh, doing the vehicle trade in, it took me a little while to find it. It wasn't as clear as I would have liked it to be. That's something Tesla can do a little better on. But they do allow trade ins. They didn't give me a whole lot for my car, but for those of you that know my car, we had it for 10 years. It was actually 12 years old. We put a lot of miles on it. In fact, I was just shy of 190,000. I was at 189,946 or something like that. Um, so we put a lot on there. It was a good car to us. It was great. It did have a little bit of damage on it, mostly because the stupid parking bumpers. You pull into these spots, and the curbs are so high when you back out, it pulled on the front fenders, and so my fenders were falling off, but not because of like an actual accident, just because of those stupid things. So kind of looked weird, but the car itself ran great. It did good, but that actually brings me to the reasoning. Well, why buy the car now? Why buy this Tesla now? My AC went out, and the car is just not worth it. It would cost me more than the value of the car to repair it, and so we figured it was time. Let's just get a new car. Let's get something reliable. So that's what got us to the Tesla. So again, really easy process to purchase. Everything was on the phone. Any information I needed either was on the phone, or I did some YouTube searching, right? Wanted to see what other people's thoughts were about certain features. Yeah, just like I said, I chose what I wanted, purchased it right there, and then it gave me an estimated delivery date. And then later on that changed, and it allowed me to pick a delivery date. I actually had a choice of 4 different days. Each day had different times on it. Because I wanted Mars to go with me, we actually could have picked it up Tuesday the 11th, but I chose Wednesday the 12th because they had a 6 p.m. pickup time that day. So we actually picked it up then, but it worked out really well. We drove my car that I was trading in to the dealer. When we got there, they were expecting us. They asked where my trade-in was. I told them. They handed me off to the other representative. They wanted the odometer reading just to get more accurate, because I did enter it in the app when I did the trade-in stuff. But of course, I've been driving it for a few weeks now. They wanted the most up-to-date, so I gave it to them. Which the other guy gave me a heads up too, or excuse me, no, I got a text as soon as we got there. It said that, so I actually took a photo of it already. So that saved us a walk back to the car. Showed it to them. So they got that, and then we told them we had a few things in the car, just like the toll road little thing that we have. I had my water bottle in there, and we had the gate remote for our community. Just a couple of things left, right? So we grabbed those out, and we went over to the new car. I actually brought a screwdriver too, because the plate, that was another cool thing. I could transfer the plate off my trade-in to the new Tesla, and then the Tesla handled all the paperwork with the state of Florida for registration and stuff. So it's fantastic. I didn't have to do that. And they're going to send me my updated papers, and they even gave me an updated registration tag that's through 27. So it's awesome. I thought that was terrific, and Tesla did all that. So that was a cool part of the process. FYI, they had their own screwdrivers, which I'm sure I was certain they did at a service center, but I just didn't know. So I did bring that. That was another thing we grabbed out of the car. And then you saw us do the walk around. We asked our questions, and then we were off. We were on the road, and we were gone. Then you saw, the other footage I had from the driveway. That was just, showing you some of the details of it. And again, we've had it for a little under a week, but we've been driving it regularly, and we love it. I love it a lot. I think it's a very comfortable car, nice smooth ride. Using the FSD is great. I'm enjoying that a lot. And then if I want to drive it, which I've done a few times, where I just kind of want to do it myself, it's been awesome too. So I think for us, this is going to be a nice upgrade. There's a decent amount of storage space in the back, plus with the seats able to fold down flat, I think just adds a lot of versatility. So I'm looking forward to using that, and I'm sure we'll give you updates in the future of how we're liking it, how the charging is working, when we go on a longer trip, how that works, all those types of things. So yeah, so far that was our experience purchasing a new Tesla Model Y, and it was a good one. We would definitely recommend it to others and anyone nervous about FSD. Um, they are running a promotion right now. You can rent one of the Tesla, any model you want, for a full week, and it has FSD. Go try it out. I'm telling you right now, once you do it a couple of times, you realize this thing is amazing. It's super smart. I didn't finish my thought about that earlier. I was gonna compare it to language. I don't know if anybody has dual languages. Like I tried to learn Spanish in high school, and one thing I remember though is they teach you very proper Spanish, right? And I'm sure it's the reverse. If you're learning English, I'm sure you get taught the very proper way, right? But then of course conversationally, it's very different. So that's how I would compare it. The FSD drives very proper. It comes to a full complete stop. It takes that moment, looks around, looks, I know it's cameras, but think of it like this, looking left and right, going through all the steps. Then it makes its decision to go, right? Whereas you can pull up, you're kind of roll through this stop and then go, hit it. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm saying that's the difference, though. And to me, not a problem, though. Didn't bother me. The car has made some very good decisions. We've come to some pretty tough intersections. One that actually I don't even like to drive through, and I was shocked that it decided to go that way. Is you have to make a left hand across traffic, and it's a very busy road, um, and it dealt with it just fine. So I thought that was cool. But my recommendation to you is try it first. Don't hate on it. Don't knock it. I understand it's different. I understand it's kind of weird. But I'm telling you right now, from my experience, go do it because I think it's amazing. I see benefits here, like if you have trouble driving, if maybe your eyesight's not good, or the roads have just gotten busy for you lately, or you get anxiety. There's all kinds of reasons. I know different people who have said different things about they're hesitant to drive these days. Get this thing, try it out. I really think this is the way of the future. I'm super stoked about it, and now having done it myself, I can tell you firsthand it works. It works very well. There are updates for it, by the way, so your car or whatever can receive updates. You do have to be connected to a Wi-Fi directly. It can't just do it through your phone. So for us, though, I was able to park in the driveway, connected to my Wi-Fi signal from my house, and it worked just fine. And I didn't have to stay there. I could leave with my phone. Again, doesn't need it, and go do chores or whatever it was I was doing, and then I got the alert on my phone that, hey, we've updated, you're at the latest software, blah blah blah. So yeah, FSD is amazing. I think the car is great. I think it's safe. I think it's super awesome. I think there's plenty of places to charge, and you can charge at home. We can go into that in a further video too. And again, super happy with it. So more to come, I'm sure. And as always, guys, thanks for tuning in. I know this one was a little different, than our normal travel videos, but don't worry, we got more stuff to show you. So stay tuned, and until next time, take care. Bye bye.